I'm always ready.
Good morning, America! Here we are. Woo! That one. That one.
Yeah. We're awake.
Boom.
We're alive.
Boom. 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 We are here. Today is a lovely day. And
It is. It's smoggy.
gonna.
What's
no,
raining?
no, that's humidity.
It's raining.
That's humidity. I think.
Humidity.
I think that's humidity. So, Johnny, what are we doing? Eyes up for a second. Just at the very beginning of the show, right? Don't go straight to your phone. At the beginning of the show,
I'm waiting for someone to
when everybody's
say,
saying,
"Oh,
do
no,
I
no,
want to
no,
watch
no,
these
no,
two
yeah.
guys or do I not? And there's John on his phone,
Yeah,
right?
humidity today's high because it's
Thank
24
you.
degrees.
Give me the sports report, Johnny. Tell me
Sports
what's
report?
going on.
We don't have any sports report today.
Okay.
No sports report.
No sports report.
No, we've won the America's Cup. We're going to take it home. The
And
boys
well,
are
so
severely,
what's the news on that?
they're severely hungover today.
I bet they are.
They're
So what's the
severely
news on the
hungover.
America's Cup? How are they going to change the rules?
Oh, I think they're going to change the rules by taking. Grant Dalton's commented that pumping hydraulic fluid around a catamaran is not yacht racing, and
There
he's
you go.
100% correct. It's not. So I think you'll find they're going to change the rules severely, and they've also decided that if you're Team America or Team Japan or Team New Zealand or Team Australia or wherever the hell you're from, 80% of your team must come from your own country.
That's what they're thinking, because otherwise Team Japan only had 3 Japanese on it, right? And the rest
Exactly.
were Kiwis and Americans. So
Yeah.
it wasn't really a Japanese team. So there you go. That's the sports
And the
report.
American team was full of Kiwis.
American team was chocker with good New Zealanders. So,
Any good at all.
what have we got on the backdrop there, Harry? One of the new photos.
We got a brush.
Nice. Okay, look at that. I can move to the side because I'm the one blocking the view.
Yeah, Nick Sanders is telling you that.
Nick
He's telling you, bugger
Sanders.
off,
There
get
you
out of
are.
the way.
Yeah, move off to the side. Now, here we go.
Why do we keep going dark? We need our lights on.
Maybe it's got to flick the lights on. Monster will do that. So,
Dean Miller's here.
Dean Miller, yo. One of the things that we're going to let you know today is that Constructive Bronze Brush,
Bronze Bull Brush.
the first one has shipped.
Yes, it did. It shipped to Todd Reese yesterday.
Todd Reese got the first one out of the factory.
Yes.
And the rest of the stock, like we sent him the prototype because he had an urgent job, and the rest of the prototype, not the prototypes, the rest of the 3D prints arrive today, and then we'll be assembling them today, and some will go out, they'll be assigned their UPS tracking number tonight, and then they'll be taken off in the morning tomorrow.
Good morning, Jason Lehman. How's your flight going, buddy?
We've got a little dispatch going to you, Jason. It's going out before 11 o'clock, so in the next 2 hours is a
Non-return valve?
non-return valve, like a one-way valve. We've got a replacement for that. Well, we're actually going to
Yeah,
send you
a little
2, just in case.
Yeah.
On Flow, we have a known issue.
With
that
the non-return valve
and
sticking.
also make sure that you've joined the Reach It Flow Facebook group. It's a closed group, but you're welcome there. And
If
in
you
it,
own a Flow, you're welcome.
In it, there's a series of videos that I've just loaded which says how to work out, if there is an issue with Flow, then how to work out where that issue is and be able to isolate it.
We found we've
And
got an intermittent non-return valve that sticks every now and then, which is
Sticks.
causing an issue, so
Yeah.
we're just replacing the lot
So we will replace the lot.
of non-return.
Of non-return valves, yes. So there you go. And then, yesterday...
Yes, thank you, Rick. You ordered your Mini last night. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, great! I'm so happy. Yes, look, there's actually style on both of us. Facial hair. Facial hair's in, man. That's it.
Not on
Woo.
women, though.
Huh?
Not on women.
Oh my God, no.
Not on women.
No hair seen on
Just-
women.
No hair on women.
That's a no-no.
That's a no-no. That is a no-go zone.
So, here we go. The other thing that I wanted to talk was yesterday was a dramatic day at Reach It.
That was just crap.
It was a day of
Cold as
customer service. And what I thought is we might go through some of the things about on the positive Johnny. So this is the positive Johnny I'm asking for. But,
Oh, good. Jason removed his one-way valve.
Ah, there you go. Yes, yeah. We're also putting a bypass.
Yeah, keep us informed as to
we're
what
putting a
happens,
bypass
Jason.
tube in there as an option, so that people can just bypass that one-way valve.
That's
The
good
one-way
thinking.
valve is designed to stop the RO water going back up through the DI. It doesn't go back up very far because it's coming in from both sides. But there is just maybe the potential. So it's not a critical one-way valve. It's just a safe safety one-way
Yeah.
valve, right?
Yeah. So let us know how it goes.
Yeah, good for you. Well done. So on the upside, we want to talk about psychology and what happens when somebody flips out, right? And then just being able to identify that, you know, sometimes that means there's more going on in somebody's life than, you know, I've got to read this.
Paul Rawson, one wing nut.
Yeah, right. So you know, understanding that, you know, when somebody flips out, usually there's something way more serious going on in their life that's nothing to do with what actually is what they. Yeah, we say the straw. What?
That broke the camel's back.
Yeah. So how does that work? How does a straw break a camel's back, Johnny?
Fairly weak camel, to be honest. The straw can.
No, what it is it's you. Do you remember that ad of
David Dunn's here.
David Dunn. Remember that ad in New Zealand of the lotto, where they had the truck was so full of money, right? And then the last note
coin
just floated down or something, and then the wheels went, the axles bent, and exploded, and money went everywhere, right? So that's kind of like. That's a modern version of the straw that broke the camel's back. The poor old camel's got so much going on.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what his family life is. He could have a kid. Like, but there may be other things as well. You know,
exactly.
so one is the guy's just worked 45 hours in 3 days. Like
earned $20,000 in 3 days.
Yeah, but stay on the positive, right? So,
I am.
Okay,
I'm being positive.
He made a lot of money.
He made a lot of money.
But the things that he could be stressing about. His marriage could have some challenges. We don't know.
Exactly, we don't know.
He could have a kid that's sick.
We don't know.
We don't know. Because dad or mum could be
sick.
unwell.
We don't know.
We don't know. So the whole thing is...
He could be unwell.
He could
we
be
don't know.
unwell. The guy broke his neck this time last year. So he could be suffering in pain and just coping with pain and just taking it in his stride, but actually it's distorting him.
Yes.
So then he kind of flipped out, you know, and then we had a whole day of flip out. Which is not nice. Because, like, somebody flips out on you, you want to flip out back, don't you?
Well,
that's where Johnny comes in, don't you?
Yeah, you just got to...
We just flip out about this person at each other and we never go public.
You just got to sit there and see the sad side for someone like that does that and realise, well, there's more than meets the eye than what's going on, and maybe one day they'll man up and you'll hear about it, and otherwise they won't.
It's not about manning up. It's none of our business.
No,
I
don't mean that's any of our business.
When we flip, no, because it's easy to see it now and say, oh, that's them. But we also flip like that. But we don't remember when we flip. Like some people, when they wake up, they don't remember what they said when they wake up. Yeah. Some people, when they flip,
that's
don't
when we
remember.
Drunk too much.
Yeah, when we drunk too much, we don't know how we got home. Like. You got to think about, like, when people...
Do we do that?
When people lose...
We drink too much.
We sometimes do. When people lose their minds, they can't remember what's going on because it's not them.
No.
You've lost yourself.
Yeah.
So, apart from what you put in text and you go back and read it, like, actually, most of those conversations when you've absolutely lost the plot and just yelled and screamed at somebody, you don't even know what you said. And you didn't mean it. Right?
But
you
just
had to
say
vent
it in
it.
the heat of the moment,
yeah,
and boom.
So that's it. The heat of the moment. That's the saying.
Exactly.
Now,
the heat of the moment.
Here's how I see it. That because all of our customers are in the service industry.
Exactly.
Right? And when you're in the service industry, you come out of cars, right?
You put up with bullshit all day, every day.
You come out of the car industry. Car industry is the same.
It's one of the worst.
Yeah.
Putting up with customer service and all the BS that goes with it.
Yeah, because people expect, you know, I bought this car and now it must be like a brand new one, and this is actually a second-hand one that's
exactly.
10 years old.
I bought this brand new Mercedes off you 2 weeks ago, and I was driving it down the road the other day, and I clipped the curb, and the wheel got a buckle in it. The aluminum Mercedes wheels are made out of fucking crap.
Made in China aluminum Mercedes wheels.
And the Mercedes wheels are just crap because I ran into a curb and it busted.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Mercedes-Benz Germany say, thank you very much for your comments, and sorry you're a bad driver.
That's it. So,
put the spare wheel on.
But what interests me about the level of customer service that you and I provide, or attempt to provide, I mean, like this, as I said to somebody the other day, I said, like, sometimes we get exhausted and we can't keep it up. Sometimes we get sick and we can't keep it up.
That's what pills are for, they say.
I've got my pills. Don't you worry about that. You know that. But or
Todd's here.
No way. Todd's here.
Todd Gibbons.
I saw Paul Rawson's here.
Yeah, he's always here.
I think Paul Rawson will flip one day. You're one of those guys. Yeah, sure, David Dunn. It's Q&A session. Have you guys seen any Aquablade? Any guys using the Aquablade? I think you mean Hydroblade. I don't know what an Aquablade is. With a small backpack pump. I'm concerned about going through a lot more water. So Todd Gibbings is here. Good.
Peter Thomas, yes, we all have tablets and other things.
Yes. Pumps. Have you put one of those? Have you seen those ones where they can actually put a little blow-up thing and it's got a one-way valve?
I'm going to digress here. There was a story in the Chinese news the other day. This guy spent 12 to 14 hours in hospital, and he had got, you know how you get a ring spanner, and the ring spanner's got the hole in it here? He had put his old fella through the ring spanner.
Decided to get excited.
Got all excited, and because the blood had all gone through...
Yeah, couldn't get it. Then that is not an easy thing to get off,
He was 12 to 14 hours. They ended up having to get in... They took him to hospital. They ended up having to get in... Oh, who was it? They got in some
Dremel specialist.
Specialist who had to come in and cut the ring spanner off his old...
Oh my God.
And there was... Oh, it was the fire... No, was it the fire brigade?
No, it would have to be a jeweler. I'd get a jeweler in, because jewelers are very fine.
They got the fire brigade or the army or something in to
a little glass. Yeah,
to cut it. And
they need those special...
Like the photo shot in the hospital, there was like 6 or 8 of these other guys from the armed forces all standing around watching them cut the ring spanner off his old fella.
This guy, like, he just beside himself. Now,
you think
in that situation, one could understand that
spinning out.
When he goes to work the next day and something goes wrong, that guy could well flip out.
You wouldn't want to.
And he is not going to. See, he's not going to man up and tell everybody about that.
You wouldn't want to flip out, would you? Everyone would have seen you.
David Dunn. So David Dunn's question is, so here's the thing. We'll wait for that widescreen thing.
I've got it coming in.
Oh, great. Thank you. So, use more water, use less time. If you use the constructor brush the way it's intended to be used, and I'm not saying that you can use it this way in every situation. So let me backtrack a little bit. What I did is I went back to the mop and the squeegee and looked at everything in relation to the mop and the squeegee and the constructor brush. And so when we do our training, we basically go in a room of window cleaners and we say, look, if you're doing storefront window cleaning and you've got experience, how many times does your mop, right? So if this is your, where's a mop? Give me something that's a mop. This will do, right? This will do. This will do. Oh, okay, that's a brush. That's a brush. But if this is your mop, how many times does the mop, if you're wetting up the glass, sorry, it's in reverse so that we can see the image behind, but if you're wetting up the glass, how many times does your mop touch any one piece of glass? And the answer is on a storefront where you're doing it once a week or once a fortnight or whatever, you're only disturbing into solution whatever's just landed on it. It hasn't concreted on, the sun hasn't cooked it on or anything. The proper answer is 1. You wet up the glass, you pull your squeegee out, and your squeegee goes over the glass once, right? Now, if you turn up at an old industrial building on the side of a main road that's had some,
2 years of crap on it.
2 or 4 or 6, some landlord that didn't care about it or whatever.
Chinese building.
Any of the Chinese buildings.
Clean the windows.
And then you turn up there, then if you turn up with your T-bar, and how many times would you have to have agitated that to get the oh look, lots of comments. How many times would you have had to agitate that to get the concretions off the glass and into solution so that your squeegee will work? And that would be ideally 2. Now, if you can't do it with 2 and it's 3 or 4, then one would suggest that you'd go and get an Ettore or Unger porcupine T-bar cover. Yes. They've got little nylon bristles in them that kind of would pinch your skin, right? So they're more aggressive.
Okay.
So you'd use that, and that would help you use less cycles of the T-bar. So that's the background. Now, if you apply that to constructor brush, if you're doing regular storefront cleans, which is kind of like what you'd use a backpack for, then you're going to be 1 stroke up, 1 stroke down, because you would have only done 1 stroke with a mop and 1 stroke with your squeegee. And if you're going to do, construction cleans, or first cleans, or haven't been cleaned in a year, south wall, oxidation, stucco running down on the glass, all these things, then of course you would use more agitations, you'd use more time. But the logic is use more water, use less time. So the maths is, yes, you're going to use more water with Hydroblade, but you're going to use
less time.
2, 4, 6, 8 times less time as you challenge your brain to become a modern window cleaner using Reach-It technology. That sounded good. Yeah? You were here when it happened. All right, tell me how all these comments.
Right, Todd Gibbons, I used to be a power. Always interesting to see what people accidentally fell onto.
I'll bet.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I can tell you a story about that.
I was just sitting down and I accidentally sat on a Coke bottle. Dear.
There's a certain, yeah, no, I won't go into it at the moment. It's about someone who deliberately became para so they could represent New Zealand in the Olympics for the Paralympics, because she was never any good at normal Olympics.
Oh wow.
The only way she could get on the team was to become para.
Wow.
It was just crap.
Wow.
She's not very well respected in her industry.
Yeah, you'll love Hydroblade. You will love.
You will. You'll love it, David.
Well, we've only had one complaint so far. We've had a couple of the good thing about yesterday. So I wanted to go back over that customer service thing, because I think it's a really important thing that all of our customers, and like you from the car industry, so I know you understand, is that all of our customers have to put up with this kind of reaction, from time to time.
Yeah, you get it a lot of the time.
Yeah, and you have to suck it up. And so I
overnight.
think that what Reach-It does, and why Reach-It has a good reputation, is that we know to suck it up because we feel that that's what our customers have to do. So when we do it to our customers, they go, "Whoa, this is so cool," because I know what this feels like. I know what Reach-It's doing. I know they're sucking it up. So I think it's interesting. And also, just if you haven't ever thought about it as being a service provider, a mobile service provider, as to how much your personality has to be one of those personalities that can just suck it up.
Yeah, exactly.
And where each person's personalities drives them towards an industry that suits their personalities, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So boring mathematical people become accountants. Scheming, conniving, two-tongued people become lawyers.
Or politicians. Or politicians. Sorry, Hillary.
So really nice people who like helping other people and also have a little bit of a desire for some praise and recognition go into the service industries. People with a big heart for people and just want to help become like nurses or teachers, right? Isn't it? What makes a person become a car salesman, Johnny?
The love for customer satisfaction.
I love the cars.
And I love the cars, because you get to
gotta
drive. You've driven some cars, haven't you?
gotta love cars.
What's the best car you've ever driven?
Convertible Lamborghini.
Serious?
But it was like driving a blooming go-kart. You were so low to the ground and you felt every bump in the damn thing. I kind of got out of it and went, $740,000? I'd rather buy a house.
Wow.
Because I thought, yes, you've got that massive punch back in the seat when you hit that accelerator,
right,
and it's awesome, and pussy falls into it like it's going out of style.
Damn right.
But you felt like you're driving a go-kart. Driving a go-kart. The best SUV I've ever driven is a Mercedes G-Wagon. Very comfortable, beautiful to drive.
Okay, best pussy story. What's the best you've ever picked up a girl on the side of the road? When you were younger? You couldn't do it. No, you're too ugly.
Speak for yourself. I don't drive a car at the moment.
That's right. Hey, love, you want to get into my shitty Nemo taxi?
our carpetless, floorless taxi.
What if you used Uber and got the XXX super car, right? Paid that and then just drove around trying to pick up chicks.
We should do that one day as
our
live.
chauffeur, right?
We should do that as a live.
That would be funny.
That would be funny around Ningbo. That'll work in Shanghai because they're all materialistic.
They're in the money.
Wouldn't work here in Ningbo because all the girls in Ningbo would go, hang on, we've all got money. and we can drive these any day anyway.
We've all got the Uber app.
So we've all got the
We've
app.
all got the Uber app. Yeah, Dean Miller. It's good working for yourself. It has its moments, but the
Yes.
buck stops with you. And I think that's the other thing is that self-employment has a fantastic end result. That when it works, it works because the buck stopped with you.
Exactly. You're putting your all in. If you don't
Yeah.
put your all in, you don't get anything back.
So the business can have your character. I think that's important.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you don't have character, you might as well go and become an accountant.
It is a double-edged sword, right?
Sitting on the other side of this camera is this dude.
What's up, guys?
If it doesn't work,
Always.
it's
It's a
Home
reflection.
code
On,
cancel.
it's a reflection on your character.
yeah.
It's the same. Well, it's the same thing.
It's not a
right?
reflection.
No, bad choice of words.
Yeah.
Because I was just trying to repeat what was the success. But
Yeah.
did you give bad zoom in?
You can do this.
No. I don't
You
think.
can do that.
Can we zoom in with
Yeah, you can.
Facebook Live?
There you go.
Can we?
No.
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 No,
Well, you
can't.
can't pinch.
Oh, there
yes,
you go,
can.
look.
Oh, it's very slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that dude.
Look at him.
Handsome lad.
When you boys climb over hot coals just
It's his
for that young
birthday
boy.
soon. Like, you know that? It's his
Yeah,
birthday.
it's
Which
his
day are we
birthday
doing your
soon.
birthday? Friday night or
Friday.
Saturday night?
Friday night. It's June 30th this Friday.
I invited Cheska, by the way. I hope that's okay.
You're inviting everyone.
Well,
Your
you're
birthday's
inviting my friends.
Your birthday's Thursday night, isn't it, Monster?
Yeah.
It's Thursday night.
It's Thursday night.
Okay.
Thursday night.
We can do another one on
Regarding it.
Saturday night.
Crazy guy.
I'm sorry.
So it's fair to
I can
say
cancel
it's
it.
fair to say we might be crook on Saturday morning here,
That's possible.
or we might still be
It's
drinking.
possible. Yeah, we may. That's the safest way.
Yeah,
We'll still
exactly.
be drinking. Right.
Always here because I'm always here because I always have lunch. Well, we hope you eat lunch, Paul.
That's in New Zealand.
You just go to that. You go to the paddy and have some lunch.
Harris's MacBook Pro.
Go to the
Is,
paddy and see
back-
that delicious young
So you
girl
could
that
switch
served
out
us.
Harry's
Oh,
my
damn, she was
to
cute.
my one.
That girl at the paddy was
And put it
cute
on my-
that served us.
What about the iPad? Maybe throw the iPad on.
Kyle Bowes here. How are you, buddy?
Either way.
How is Kyle Bow today?
Yep.
He's in Canada, is Kyle Bow. You'd know all about the service industry up there, wouldn't you?
I was working yesterday. Not yesterday, but you know what I mean. Last time.
The worst one I ever had,
What?
the worst customer I ever had,
Yeah.
was a guy that we sold a BMW 3 Series to, and he came back ranting and raving because his wife only wanted to buy the car because the 3 Series have daytime driving lights. Well, the model that he chose didn't have daytime driving lights fitted. And he come back ranting and raving, yelling and screaming. We had a showroom full of customers. He was ranting and raving. He threatened to sue us because the car didn't have driving lights. He threatened to sue BMW New Zealand because they didn't bring the model into New Zealand that year that overseas had with daytime driving lights. And he just went absolutely ballistic at us. And I had customers standing up and saying, "Excuse me, sir, can you please F off out of the showroom
Right.
because you're damn right annoying.
Yeah.
And would you like it if we rung up your company that you actually run?"
Yes.
And this guy was in the major service industry. This guy actually ran a major taxi company. And
Wow.
he should have known more than anybody
Yeah, to
customer
do the research
service
and to do the
your research
Yeah.
and don't
But this is
do
the point
your
when people
nana.
flip. When people flip, they don't even like when you
Yeah.
see me flip.
He flipped
I
all
don't
because
even
of his
know I
wife.
flipped. Yeah.
He flipped all because
See,
of his wife.
That's what.
And
it
the
is.
story behind it was, he never told anyone else that when he sat with me and bought the car, he actually knew it didn't have daytime driving lights, but he bought the car for his missus.
Wow.
So he came back arguing like crazy.
Oh, on her behalf, so that, and then he
So he
he'd
could
got in
look
so
good.
much trouble.
From
Like,
bombity,
that
bombity,
was-
bombity, bombity. is
That
what
was
he
the other one where sometimes you see in corporate life, you don't see it in small business so much, but you see the woman who's just incredibly like a little Nazi in the showroom. He's got no power at home. Then you
Yeah.
see the little guy who comes to work and he's like a Nazi, right? And you go, he's getting beaten up at home. Like,
Exactly.
There's some flips. They've done some psychology surveys on that sort of stuff as to how you're treated at home often determines how you treat other people at work. So
Yeah.
if you're just getting, getting
Hammered at
good
home by
love,
the missus.
yeah.
You just want to give her up.
If you're
trade
getting
her
some
in for
good
a new
love,
one, treat her
right,
like a car.
then you're going to go to work and be able to put out some good energy. You
Treat her
know?
like a car, trade her in on a new one.
Jaded.
That's the used car salesman right there.
Oh, nice.
That was nice.
Nice. That's a very nice little sale. Yes, very happy.
Thank
with
you,
that.
Cameron Moore. That's very nice.
Cameron Moore, you're a good lad. That's good.
He bought a bronze bull rush too.
So who's got a customer service story they want to tell? Like, you want to come
Yeah.
on live and
Who
we'll
wants to
beam
come
you
live
in.
and chat with us?
Customer service story. The customer from hell who flipped out, but you later, especially if later you know why, or you get some inside story. I learned about this, by the way, when I was younger. I was 19. I joined the government. I worked for DFRDB, Defence Forces Retirement Benefits.
You'd have been riding around on horses back then.
No, it's not that long ago. It was black and white TV, but not horses, right? And so Carl
Carl
was
Moe,
here.
worst customer.
Oh
I've
no,
had.
no, no! Let's beam you in. Let's tell that story live. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see if we can bring you in. I don't know if invite to broadcast.
Come in.
Let's beam you in, Kyle, with the best customer service, worst story. So my one, this is when I was in the DFRDB, the lady working for me, her husband had contracted cancer, right? And he was in pain continually the whole time. And she was telling me every day about how hard her life was and how she loved him. And she wasn't going to leave him because she loved him, but how unbearable it was to be with him because he was just dealing with so much pain every day that his character had moved so much. And that was kind of like my first experience of realizing that somebody could be really, really nice, totally top person, and then unable to be a nice person,
Because
you know.
of some unknown
Yeah.
reason.
And that's why I said, like, when J.K. Wyatt, he had 3 back operations, we sent him some money to support him and a mini and all sorts of things to try and help him get his life together. And I went to see him in Tulsa, Oklahoma. No, Tulsa, Oklahoma, yeah. And his missus and everything. And then all of a sudden he's getting another operation. And I said to him, listen, dude, like at the end of all this, you guys are going to face a real bad point, right? Because your missus is supporting you like crazy and you're full of pain and anger and frustration and all of this. So I said to them, like, watch out, because when you actually get your final operation and you're well, she may well say, that's it, I got nothing left, it's over, I've done my job, I've got you to this point.
Yeah.
What happened? I warned them, but then next minute he's in California. Yeah.
It happens.
Bailed on everybody.
It happens.
That kind of thing happens. So you can, but see, for me, like, because when we supported them and everything, like, I can say, okay, you bailed, and some people go, oh, you bailed, and like you're ungrateful, blah, 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 you know, you're this kind of guy or that kind of guy. But what they went through, you know, when you realize they went through all of that, then it's tough. Okay, let's read Kyle Bowe's story, because he was unable to come live. Worst customer I had, it was an old lady who had mirrors everywhere. At the end, I noticed one that is beyond filthy in the basement, so I went to clean it for her. You know, PR as so. So I went to clean it for her. So, no, we're not drinking today, Bob.
No.
Nope, no booze at all.
No, it's
We're on an AFD, alcohol-free day. We do. I have vodka if you want.
Yeah, he's got a temperature, folks.
AFH. Oh, a minute.
Alcohol-free minute.
Yeah, we have alcohol-free minutes, alcohol-free
Seconds.
hours, and very rarely do we have an alcohol-free day.
What's that?
Yes.
It doesn't exist.
No, it's therapeutic. It's usually when you're incredibly sick.
Yes. And then you've got to.
Oh, look at that for a nice photo. That's a really old Reach-It Pro right there.
It sure is. Who's that? The cleaning crew.
Yeah, I can't. Who is that? William? Is that? No, it's not William Mathias. Oh, Umbrella.
Umbrella Property Services.
Why don't I know his name?
Who
It
knows
doesn't
this
come
dude?
to.
Who
It
is
doesn't
he?
come to mind. I do know who it is. It's not William. It's not. He's a good lad.
Umbrella Cleaning.
Yeah. So what happened, Kyle Bowe? Tell us the rest of the story.
You didn't even get marrying it, did you? No, you can't do it on an iPad, Kyle. You've got to use your phone.
So the really dirty mirror at the end of at the bottom of the basement.
Did you end up marrying her, Kyle, or what was the story?
Oh, here he is. Oh, wait, no, you've got to join from a phone. Has to be an iPhone, yep. iPads won't let you join. I don't know. It's all going to happen. The other thing, just to keep you up to speed, right? What's going to happen with the show is going to be amazing. Yeah, is
I thought it was amazing.
no, Harrison's
What are you
working.
talking
No, we've got. I knew it's pretty amazing. Harrison's working on in the background, right? So we're going to be able to stream in like 9 screens. We're going to have a master panel, and then I'll be able to click between screens, so we can set up the show in advance with product shots, things that we want to promote, stories we've seen, videos. You know, all those videos that you send me of those women undressing and stuff like. So we can have them queued up.
Features you sent me back.
So you know, but we'll have little gifts and little, you know, introductions when we change the topics and everything like that. So we're investing in the show, right? This is it. And then we're going to start, because soon, hopefully, Manny's new software for Windows 101 is going to be up and around. So we will be able to link our store to their store, and then you'll be able to buy different window cleaning equipment, everything you need, all your window cleaning resources from Reachit. And so with that in mind, so, you know, I'll bring back a whole lot of, you know, the latest gizmos and gadgets, and then we'll be able to explain all the gizmos and gadgets in the show. And then we're going to go out, because we live in China, of course, so we're going to go out into the marketplace, because all the hot items that are ever made in the world are made here. So we're going to go through looking for the hottest items and do some unboxing and stuff like that. So we're looking forward, and they won't be related to window cleaning or industry or social, whatever. They could be something for the baby, something for the mum, something for the dad, something for the son, right?
Oh, Carl Bowes.
That sounded good too.
Harry, can you click more on Carl Bowes' story on your pad, please?
Did it not go more? You are not good with that, Johnny.
My fingers are too big. No, you can't do it either, see? You peanut.
Oh, the rest of the story is there. Oh, I see.
can't
No,
see it.
Android doesn't work. Yeah.
Oh, Abraham Benson's here.
I do.
First time we've seen
Welcome,
him.
Abraham. Yeah.
And Matthew Martins.
It is a little bit Wolverine-ish, right? It's actually getting really long. Have you noticed? It's like longer than my pubes, you know. I'm joking you. I just wanted to destroy you. I just wanted to mess with your head with a mental picture that would make you that would just wreck your head. We're not going there. Anyway, so yes, it's a genuine Wolverine beard. All right, I tried to do my hair like Wolverine this morning. I don't know how well I went. All right, that wasn't here, Joel. So, what's your worst customer service story? Let's talk about, like, when people flip out, like, you know, when you flip out, do you remember what you flipped out about? Do you remember that it was real or not? Was there a knife in there? Like, the thing about what happened to us yesterday. Sorry boys, I have an iPad and Android. What about your missus?
She got an iPhone?
Come on, find somebody with an iPhone and we'll beam you in. Okay, I'll send you an invite again. Invite to broadcast. Yeah, so I think it's a fascinating topic, is what happens to people when they lose it. And here's the upside. So just those of you who have joined us and don't know, what happened is we had a guy who had a problem. He hit, where is it? He smashed this on some frame of a window, so that's fair enough. And ultimately...
Oh, no way!
Oh, there you guys are.
God damn.
It does work on Android.
No way.
It's incredible.
There you go.
We've been telling...
Oh, no.
We've been telling everybody it doesn't work on Android because we don't like people who use Androids.
Well, I don't like people that use Apple. Fuck, I used that for years. I got rid of it.
Oh, no, it's got better since then.
Great. I'll give you that. But now I can't hear you guys. Now you're quiet. Blink twice if you can hear me.
Blink twice if you can hear him.
Harry, you have to tell him the story because your earbud seems.
Oh,
Oh, now I can hear you guys again.
yeah, I ran away to the cupboard.
To the vodka cupboard.
Right,
Sergio
I thought
had a beer.
a man should never have to drink alone.
Is that Johnny's on the side?
I agree. I appreciate it.
So there's my bottle and
I just
Johnny's
want
bottle
to
here.
say today marked the 35th day straight using the Hydroblade, and I've had 0 problems.
That's brilliant.
I thought he was going to say the 35th day straight drinking a beer and he hasn't had any problems.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
about
there's
8 years now,
there's-
buddy.
There's basically
That's
no
about
issues
8
with it.
years now.
But as
No,
a
no, no.
result of what happened yesterday, all I'm going to do is change the mold. Yeah, thanks,
Change
Johnny.
this here.
Change that there, and we'll just put a triangle of plastic up like that. Like we've probably got a few thousand.
From there to that little tip there, there's going to be a little angle of plastic so that
You know what I mean?
so
It'll
that when you guys
deflect
smash
instead
it
of
into something,
impact.
it won't impact as much.
Yeah, there's a bright side,
To every story.
isn't there?
There's always a bright side.
There's vodka.
I think I remember that from a childhood TV show.
That tells you how to make cocktail. Coconut.
There you
What
go.
do you
buddy.
do? Have a sip of this and a sip of that.
So Kyle, tell us this crazy story.
What happened?
So this was crazy right from the start. So there's this little old lady,
Yep.
the cutest old lady you've ever seen in your life, in a rocking chair the whole time.
Oh,
She had a red ribbon above every single window and door in the house, as well as a bell. And then she had salt going all the way along the window frame. And she asked me when I was cleaning it if I could replace that salt. So she gave me a box of salt, and I could put it along the bottom at the end. And I
Right.
for some reason, didn't think anything of this lady being batshit crazy.
yeah.
So I started walking through the house, and there's mirrors everywhere. All different kinds of mirrors. Like, you couldn't even see a space on a wall anywhere in the house. So I continue doing my thing. I go downstairs into the basement. She's still in her rocker doing her thing.
Yep.
And I noticed when I was finishing up, which none of the lights worked at all, that there was one in particular that was filthy. Cobwebs, everything. And I thought, well, I'll just set up for her. PR work.
Yep.
As soon as I touch that mirror, this 80-year-old woman comes running up the stairs, screaming full lungs that I was going to friend, mirror now, and blah, blah. And so it was pretty clear that this lady was a name.
No way. Oh no! So each personality she had its own mirror.
Wow. Wow. Maybe they were ghosts.
Hang on, you've frozen out on us.
Maybe there were ghosts in the mirror that were talking to her. See?
Come back, come back.
The mirror has got him.
Like,
The ghost of
she's
the mirror
come
has
back.
come back and got Kyle.
Oh, now I want to know the end of the story, right? All I got was... Oh, kill that.
God, the ghost of the mirror got Kyle.
Invite to broadcast. That's amazing. If that's true, if each mirror had its own personality, and that was her dirty friend,
Yeah.
or something like that. Here he is. Okay, so we got as far as, don't touch that mirror, that's my friend.
Yeah, and she was just screaming, buddy, at the top of her lungs, full tilt yelling at me. And I really thought that was going to be the first day in my entire life I got to punch an 80-year-old woman in the face. I thought I'm going to have to bring this lady down.
But why did she say that? Like, what
Terrifying.
was that?
Was it
What was the mirror? What was the mirror?
Dude, no idea. I just kept apologizing. I'm like, okay, I'm really sorry. I was just going to clean it up for you. I started walking up the stairs. She came up behind me about 2 minutes later and sat back in her rocking chair, and it was like nothing ever happened. She went to pay her bill at the end, everything. She just sat there.
But did she say that was her friend?
Yeah, she said it was her friend. Don't touch my friend. Don't touch my friend.
So that's it. She's looking at her own image.
She's got another personality.
She has another personality that's triggered
by that mirror.
by that mirror. That's
Yeah.
fascinating.
So have you been back to
Super
clean
creepy. I also had a customer once when I was doing the interior windows who would follow behind me after I finished a window and would go over it with Windex.
No.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I would go along and clean the window, and she'd come up and spray Windex on it and go over it with paper towel.
So what percentage of your customers you think get a window cleaner in for human contact therapy? Did we drop you out? Did you get that?
No, I didn't get the question.
What percentage of your customers do you think get a window cleaner for human contact therapy?
Oh, I would say at least 5%. At least 5%. You
There's
walk
gotta be
in
one a
there,
week,
especially the
doesn't it?
senior citizens, right? It doesn't even matter if they're they just sit down and talk to you the whole time about their kids, about the war, you know, like about stuff that's just not relevant today, and they'll talk to you nonstop the whole time.
So do you do this test? 5%. What you got to do is you do this test and say, hey, like, can you read this label? Like, this is really amazing. And if they go no, then you know that they won't be able to see whether their windows are clean or not, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's your bash test. There's no reason to bring out a razor blade when somebody's 75 and has got, you know, Coke bottle glasses.
Absolutely. You know, I did a farmhouse today.
Customer satisfaction is the king.
I did a farmhouse today that's 116 years old.
Yeah.
I have never seen so much fly shit on the inside of somebody's windows in my entire life. I had to razor blade every single window. Yeah, every single window on the inside. I had to razor blade the whole thing.
Wow.
I couldn't.
And did you see dead people? Like, I mean, were those flies there because of?
I don't think I saw them, but I could smell them. There was something rank in that house, I tell you.
Yeah, because that's got to be something for that many flies to want to shit on the glass, right? Then there's got to be something.
Yeah. Oh, it was horrible. I've never experienced it. I would open the windows.
You could be part of history of all the missing people in your area.
Well,
you discovered them by how much fly shit there was on the glass.
Oh, I'll tell you a great story.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah, I'll report that
Crazy shit.
Yeah. Now just report it next time if you go back and there's one less person in the family.
So have you got a little family? Like you got, you know, wife and kids and all that stuff?
Yeah, so I have a 3-year-old daughter and a 4-month-old daughter.
Oh wow! Congratulations. That's good work, buddy. Everything's working fine.
They keep me busy. They keep me busy.
Break from window
cleaning. That's what happens. It's busy.
Every now and then you get a couple of minutes off.
Yeah.
I came home the other day and my 3-year-old thought that she would clean the front window for me, so she did it with milk and paper towel.
Ah, that's brilliant.
Milk from the corners.
That's brilliant.
And how did you get right? So I had to leave it for about a week. It drove me nuts.
Well, you think about it, like it's probably that she sees when you put the detergent on, right, that it looks white. So she's gone, the liquid is white, and I've got white liquid in my cornies.
No, that's the same
so it must be, Daddy must be using milk, right? That's pretty cool. That's a nice bit of association.
At least she's using her brain.
Should we?
So, but I watched
Johnny's
your
encouraging me to.
Today.
Yes.
From yesterday.
Yeah.
And I loved it. So I have a Wash It Pro that I use as a backup machine just in case something goes wrong.
Right.
Will that RO work in my H2?
If sorry, while
you just overflowed.
While you were talking, I just filled the vodka up with this flavor down here, and I thought there was enough room and it overflowed. So Johnny's gonna have to lick it from the table.
You're gonna have to get it straight out.
Yeah, I'll pay for that.
So is your question let me pull this camera here, right? Are you asking me?
That's yummy.
I'm trying to answer the guy's question.
So I also have an H2 Pro Stage 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's an RHG system.
Yep, and it uses a 40-40 membrane.
Yeah, can I use that in my?
Can you put a 40-40 force filter from Reach It into an RHG? Let's do it this way. Let's get you one, and if you can't, put it back in the box and we'll send it to somebody else. There's no big deal. We'll just sell it cheaper or something like that, you know. Let's have a look. Because once we know the answer, we'll be able to say yes to the
that
next
works.
person. Yeah. Yeah. So, and
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. I'm in the process of getting rid of everything. I want it all reach it anyway.
I know somebody was online yesterday selling all his shit, right? So there could be a really good deal there, depending on how he woke up
Canada.
today.
He wouldn't ship to Canada. He wouldn't ship to Canada.
Oh, true. Yeah,
He's
you're
not
always
serious. I'll talk.
Yeah, that's right. Like,
nobody down there ships.
no, I'll tell you what. My buddy Joseph Skinter, he's normally on here drinking with us. But,
Joseph today.
Joseph Skinter lives in Buffalo, and he said he'd drive anything across the border for any of the Canadians if they're on that side, on the Toronto side.
It'll just cost a bottle of tequila.
Oh, I'm definitely not on the Toronto side. I'm in
Are you
Alberta.
where are you? Calgary. Oh, Alberta. Yeah, that's not so good.
Alberta.
Well, you could offer him. I mean, he's got a Harley. If we could hook it up into a trailer on a Harley, he could take a ride. And...
On the ride.
There you go. There you go.
There's got to be an answer, right?
There's got to be
could
something.
Shout him you could shout him to your mountain chalet or something like that.
Yes, he'd like to come to your mountain chalet.
We're always so isolated out
bring
here.
his own
It's
alcohol.
crazy.
Huh? You guys.
Ronnie's here.
Ronnie's watching you.
She is awesome as
Now,
well.
Ronnie's from Toronto.
God,
Ronnie's from
damn,
Toronto.
She's hot. She is a hottie.
We like her. Yeah.
What's your favourite story, Ronnie?
Yeah, we should get Ronnie in.
Yeah, we should get her on to tell us.
We-
a story.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
See you, buddy.
Thanks very
Have
much
a
for
good
coming
one.
on board.
Okay.
See you,
No
man.
worries. Bye.
Okay. We don't want Mark Kenner's story, that's for sure.
Yeah. Tore my anus on the first attempt. That's so much. That's still leaking a bit. Mark has no handbrake. We're a bunch of trucks. TJ, you let loose today on
That
Facebook.
was
My
well
God.
done, TJ.
That's what
Gotta
I'm
give you 10 out-
going.
20 out of 10 for
Just
that one,
like,
buddy.
I just feel for this dude. I just really feel for him because actually, like up until then, he's been a fantastic guy, right?
Awesome.
We got
It's just
Richard
something I've been
Recruit,
doing for
and
the day. It's
he's got
fine.
this young guy he's sponsored into starting his own business. The dude's a dude, right? He's a good dude. He's not a plan.
He's an
He's
awesome
just
dude. Just something
he
like
just
that.
knows where our weak points are. That's the same as in your relationship. Like, you know, we've all got weak points, isn't it?
Oh.
So once you know somebody's weak point, then you want to attack them and hurt them, and because I'm hurting, I'm going to hurt you. Then you're going to attack those weak points. So I think that's where WCR came up. And then there's people in the group just waiting for something to go wrong so that they can take you to Tucker or take you to WCR. I think that's going to
Abraham Benson. I heard Richard make products that break.
yeah, that's right. But did you see my video yesterday where we put all this pressure? Oh, where is this thing? All this pressure on this. What
What are
do
you
you do?
doing?
So you go like, this is it. You know,
Exactly,
like I
TJ.
can bend it like this. And
TJ's still going.
this dude bent, broke it, and I'm like, there's no doubt he broke it. I'm just saying that, you know, if you can bend a piece of plastic, like
It's
that's
like-
not an optical illusion.
it's
Like,
those
there's my
idiots-
hand.
it's like that idiot
that's
that
not a-
reckon he broke his
no,
handle
don't call them
section
idiots.
of
They're
a Pro.
customers. Oh, he is an idiot. Yeah.
He thought he broke a handle section of a Pro.
While
with
it was
a
lying,
pair of hands.
while he was picking it up.
Peanuts.
No, I don't know about the Hyper-C Hydro Tube, and you know I'm not a fan of the Hyper-C Hydro Tube because I think it's made for janitorial. It's made for use once every quarter, and the Hyper-C and it's got very expensive
That's
carbon
one of those little
filters,
filters,
the little filter at the base, and
$45 filters.
$45 filter. So it's not ideal for a window cleaner. Basically, all the savings that you'd get from using an RO.
It is. It's
We'll
good for them if they
go
want to
back
pass
to
the savings
IPC.
on to IPC.
Yeah, but see, that's where the pitch came, because the pitch came and said, oh, if your water's over 150, you need an RO. So people thought they needed an RO, even if it was expensive to run. But actually, the story is truly that you don't need an RO. You can use DI only on any hardness of water. You may need more DI resin because it needs time, you know, to take it out. But you should be, if you're buying an RO, it's a business decision to save money, not a water decision based on TDS. And once we bust that myth open, right?
Is Richard working on
Like-
any approved tool solution?
No, I mean, I'm sure. Look, you know what I think? I think the dude sat on it, right? I don't think he even broke it. But Jack Sidore, Jack's a clever guy, and Jack said he broke one pushing it into a channel. So maybe,
Well,
you
just
know,
imagine though if you've had a hard, stressful day,
but
and you're
that's
pulling it
that's
out
not
of your,
breaking
and
easily.
you're pulling it out of your
right?
Stingray that you put it into to put it into
Yeah,
another
you put it
brush,
into a
and
wagtail.
you're frustrated and you push it and you bust it.
Yeah. I mean, that's not. I mean,
That could happen.
that's not going to break
That
easily.
could happen. Who's next?
Yeah, some guys could like a big cannonball.
Cannonball,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Ronnie! Oh,
Ronnie,
not tonight.
not tonight. Okay. All right. Well, you put your pretty clothes on, and we'll
We're gonna-
tomorrow
Yeah,
we'll
keep
beam you
up
in.
on
All
that
right.
one.
I know you're just not wearing the right thing.
We're going to keep you up to that one. We'll be in Toronto one day.
Oh yeah. Oh, you'll be in Toronto.
Oh,
I'm flying you through Toronto.
Oh,
I think you get a long stopover in Toronto.
oh, that could be handy.
Yeah.
That could be handy.
You and Ronnie could make some videos, and we could push them up on the screen.
We could do. How to clean windows in Toronto. Interviewing awesome Toronto window cleaners.
Yes. Don't some companies not even sell your stuff anymore because it breaks easily? Yes. Yes, definitely.
Abraham, let me fill you in on something. There is one company in particular called WCR who
Don't take this.
he needs to know the truth rather than their BS stuff.
No. We do it gently. We don't have to do it with all this passion and aggression, right?
What happened, Abraham, was WCR hit Perry up for 40% commission plus free freight, which equals 50%
Of whatever you buy.
to them.
So if you want to spend $1,000 on a pole,
They want
500 would go to.
$500.
We'd get 500, and then we give you a 3-year warranty, 2 years, insurance. That if you break it, no matter how you break it, we'll replace it free.
So what
We do all the
happened was,
backup. We carried the stock in our warehouses in
we
America.
do everything.
We did all the customer service. We did all the everything. Just they got the sale.
So they said to Perry, without 40% commission, we can't financially justify selling your products. So Perry smelt where there's smoke, there's fire, and they were in financial difficulty again, like they were 2 years ago when they went into foreclosure. So he pulled their line of credit on them.
That's
When
what
he
happened.
pulled WCR's line of credit, they come out with all this BS they've been coming out about. And
They
that's
went into
the
attack
side
mode.
of the story.
They went into attack mode because if they can't make money out of Reach It, they got to kill Reach It because they know that it's the most popular pole. Like there's no doubt in my mind. If you look at our sales, we have the fastest selling. Yeah, we grew up 200% this year in sales, right? So we have the best product. We still have things that go wrong with it, but.
And by the way, Abraham, I have had other people tell me we are probably the 6th or the 8th company that WCR have done this to. So
Oh, sure. No,
it's
you can
not
go back.
surprising.
Like they went to get the board of the UAMCC organization sued. They did it to Sorbo. They did it to RHG. Now they're friends with RHG. Don't worry. Like in some time in the future, they'll sort of, wash their little knickers and then they'll end up asking to be friends again. Like there's no problem, right?
They're telling their customers to come to us to buy the best brush in the world.
Oh, that's the other one. Like they'll sell somebody a pure water system and a floppy pole, and then say, "Oh, you can go to Reach It and buy the brush," right?
You go and buy that shit at Walmart.
No, it's fine. Like the thing is that the biggest side, Chris Richey.
Abraham's never heard
Chris
outside of
is
the
a
story.
hard guy to read online, but Chris warned me at the very beginning. He said, I've been around for 20 years in the industry. WCR started on hate. They work on hate. They'll end up in hate, right? Everything they do, ultimately, they'll break. They will collapse on hate.
Of course they will. Everyone. There's only so many people in the industry that manufacture and innovate.
Yeah.
And once we've all had enough of them, what are they going to do?
That's ridiculous. And then from my side is that the morality is that they're pushing selling a pure water system as the primary sale where there's real money in a pure water system, and then allowing the person to take a very inefficient
systems going. How's our flow going?
Flow is the go. We have, and now our production is up to 5 a day, right? We can make 150 flows, or not 150 because we don't work 30 days, but we make 100 flows a month, and we're just keeping up with sales. So if you are in the market for flow, we have product. Yesterday, by the way, was also a historical day in the life of Reach It, because we had pardon me, I never do that. We had our first.
Wash it down. It wasn't very good, was it?
I'll tell you, we'll celebrate yesterday.
What did we do yesterday? We won the America's Cup. Is that what you're celebrating again? I thought you had Alzheimer's
This
and
is all
forgot.
sticky, man. You know I don't like sticky stuff.
No, I don't know what you did.
Can you wipe it up?
Spilled it all over
It's your
the
turn.
place.
It's your turn to wipe it up. So no, but what happened is that we actually put our first flows on the ocean. Yeah, we put Flow and our Pure Water E-Pack, and we put them on the ocean. So now instead of paying $250 per flow to fly them by air, we are actually going to pay.
So they're now flowing in the current across to America on a boat.
They are.
They're
They are
flowing
on.
to America.
They are on the ocean.
They're flowing to
No,
America.
this is Absolute
How about
with
Richard Squeegee?
with
TJ.
with coconut syrup.
TJ Squeegee.
Pass the
Richard
bottle.
Squeegee.
Richard.
We'll tip the coconut in.
Is it gonna make it to my birthday?
It may not make it till the end of tonight.
But your birthday's on Thursday, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's an empowering you to invite anymore.
Is given to us by Alan Carr, and will be credited to Alan Carr.
Who's
Like
Alan
we're not like Gardner, who doesn't say that their quick lock came from Herman Wayland. But Herman. What's the funny story is that we had Eric Gillian and Logan Wilder proposing Switch It, which was a little open clamping thing to be able to switch out brushes, and Herman said no, that's stupid. You need to go with a square lock with a little spring pin. And I thought, oh, that's too simple, too easy to copy, blah, blah. I had all these reasons why I didn't go with it. So I went with a more complex one, which was a disaster. Gardner was reading the thread and came up and took the idea of the square, the Herman's idea, and made Quick Lock. That's where it came from. And it's worked really well for them. Like it's a proprietary clipping system where they can just clip a brush on and clip it off.
Is it like General Motors?
They don't have anything like, by the way, we have the great brush mount. We're going to rename it, but the great brush mount giveaway, the wall brush mount. I should bring one here.
When are we doing that?
July 4th.
4th of July. Look at that.
Woo!
Ding, 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 ding.
Sorry about that. John hasn't joined, so we're back.
We're back.
Yeah, we didn't say anything political. We don't even know why we got cut off. But in order to broadcast to you from China, we need to
Broadcast.
have a VPN on, a virtual private network, or a virtual private network. Yeah.
Yes.
Private network. Essentially, you're logging into a computer and you're not going to Facebook to do that.
Right. So we're logging into directly and then going into Facebook through that. So there you have it. So what were we saying before we were rudely interrupted, Johnny? I think I was asking you to wipe up your mess.
You were, but I can't understand why you've made such a mess today.
I know. I just
You just
couldn't
can't control it.
control.
It's just leaking everywhere. It tastes damn good though.
That is a nice drink.
Tastes good.
I think I might bring that to Harrison's birthday party.
Coconut in now.
Okay.
You can fit.
Here we go. I bought this duty free. Oh, that looks great.
That does look yummy.
Look at that. Oh.
Smells good.
Whew. So yeah, we're in. So Alan Carr gave us an idea for a squeegee handle, and then some other people have given us an idea for some squeegee handles. We have some ideas for some squeegee handles. Now the next one is the squeegee channel. So if anybody's got ideas on squeegee channel, we should be close to bringing Reach It prototype up, shouldn't we, Harry? As part of Reach It Academy.
It's just ours. Now, but we've got a coder now, so that's.
Yes, we have a web designer, so we have an encoder. She's doing fantastically.
Encoder.
Coder.
Encoder?
So the first project.
Maybe
Well,
You'd like to encoder?
maybe not.
No.
Nice try, Johnny.
Nice try.
You just
Johnny.
looked for
I nearly
him
got
to
him.
flinch,
I nearly
right?
got him.
He did
You
not
know,
flinch.
people watch this.
So the first project she's working on is Reach It to Washington Finance or Window Cleaning Finance.
You know, like the auto processing sheets.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
use that last stage, so it's got a big number. It's easy.
Yeah, like we're gonna have less dispatch errors now because we actually got into the code. You know how there's that
Yeah,
printout
yeah,
and it was
decoded
too
it,
small and the number
decoded.
wasn't there, so we
Yes.
coded it so now the number is like bigger than your thumb, buddy. Yeah.
I'll be able to see it.
Yeah, but everybody will be able to see it. And then we've taken all the bullshit off the top, so it just starts with the order number at the top and it's really big. Oh shit! Did you see that? Neither did
Have
I.
you watched this, Red?
So he gave me the warning. He found your blue rag like that.
It was perfect.
Great.
Good life.
That's all on camera.
Good life.
You just take
Good live video.
that rag back
TJ.
to the bed.
Got some channel ideas. Perry sucks at internet. Yeah. All right. Channel ideas.
What's your ideas?
So we want to understand, like William Suarez, he was the source. We need water on that, right? But he was the source of some of the inspiration behind the legend. And then the legend people gave him no cred. So we're talking to William, trying to understand what he felt was great about that. He also wants the window cleaner knife.
Who?
Carl Bow. But
Oh.
first we're doing the
that's
window
cool.
cleaners. First we're doing the window cleaners bottle opener.
Yeah, that's on the
No,
end. isn't it?
the little one.
Oh, the little
Yeah,
gun
so we're
one.
doing the little one first, and then we'll get this. Harrison, we never finished this drawing on this, right? So that's why it never moved forward. All we're going to do is make hexes in there, which they've agreed they can do with a 1 millimeter radius, right? So you can't do a sharp corner. You can only do a 1 millimeter, but they can do 1 millimeter radius with the laser. And then I want to router out a place for a logo. But
My
and the
first
logo
idea
could be
is to make
universal.
one that doesn't suck. What, make an idea that doesn't suck? That's a good idea.
Yeah, we're going to make it with carbon fiber, Mark Tanner.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think, man? Like, we've got a company that's licensed in China to make carbon fiber goods, right? Like, China's really different to other places. Here, you have to apply for a license for what you do, and then you're only allowed to do what you applied for your license to do. And then if you want to do something else, you have to find a friendly company and then use their license to do that. So right now we're processing our legal. So there's companies that are licensed to do import and export. And so up until now, we've used licensed import and export companies, and that's all they do. And then now we're applying for our export license so that we're then able to export. And then we're going to apply separately for an import license so that we can import. And then the business will grow like that.
Like a tree.
Like a fucking tree. It's
Paul
going to be
Joseph,
amazing.
he's not here today, Ed. Where is he?
Where is our buddy? Yes.
Yeah, I never price haggle though.
Yes.
That's why we got the knife.
So what else could we do with this knife that makes it useful for a window cleaner? The other one, which we got halfway down the
They can
road,
cut their sandwiches with it.
TJ. The other one that we got halfway down the road is making a carbon fiber screen removal tool. So I've got a little prototype group with Kai Chen, Richard Whitlock. A lot of the one man businesses that have got a little bit of extra time to tinker. But guys like Mark Tanner would be in there if you guys have got screens down there. But we'll make a carbon fiber screen remover as part of it.
Actually, we could
Yeah.
have it as a bottle opener, one end, screen remove the other, and not worry about the knife.
Yes, that's one of the other thoughts I had. Is,
Get rid of the knife
just
and
make
have
it where
a
it's
screen
not really a
remover and
knife.
bottle opener.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd work
So
better.
I mean, what else do you want on the window cleaner's multi-tool made from carbon fiber? Right.
Might
That's
have to make
it.
a couple of multi-tools,
Yeah.
a couple of different ones.
I mean, we can do it if it's a flat panel, or we can do it like this is flat panel, yeah, or we can do it where we have it in a mold and it has to bend. Yes. What's the time, Johnny?
No, it's not very early.
10 past 10. It's time for us to go.
Is it?
I think so. I mean, I've still got some of those little customer service things to deal with from yesterday. I haven't read any email yesterday. I was in damage control all day.
Is it a pink whack adapter?
That's a pink whack adapter without a bike lever, yeah. But if they've got a bike lever, they can put it in. That's what I said to Ellis. Yep. Raise the tone. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yes, you got a Johnny. Look at that, trying to draw me down into distraction.
I was just asking you a little question.
I know. And I got all serious.
Build tension for another day. So maybe
Right, tomorrow. So yesterday we took apart an RO membrane.
Oh, they're all going now. Here they go.
Here we go. Mark, I know you really love the liquidators, but this is one of the very few things that you say categorically, and that I categorically disagree with. Have used it from day one, and they are magical. I migrated from Unger, and the rest I can't read. Yes. I see. Mark will try and use humor to distract the situation, but from a serious note, we're interested in whether anybody's got any other ideas. Eric Gillian's in our group, and he is one of the great contributors. Ken Taylor, we've just joined in, I think, or invited in. He's also like a great thinker. So the idea is that we can rapidly prototype new products, right? And then sometime this year we might get a 3D, like a high quality 3D printer, and then we can start making all these things in house. We get an engineer with the CAD drawing capability, and we're going to bust this industry open, basically.
Make a house with a 3D printer.
We can make a house with 3D printer. You know that. They made one here in China.
They made an apartment block here with a 3D printer.
Yep, that's it.
2 days to construct a 2-story apartment block.
Yeah, it's like a Lego building. Yeah.
Made it with 3D printer.
And that was their claim to it, because it was made with a 3D printer, right? So that gave it its uniqueness.
Took them 2 days to build a 2-story apartment.
Well, we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. They got some fame. They got some fame.
They're on the Richard Show. They're famous.
This
You made them famous.
is it. So tomorrow, I think we might do some. Well, one of these days we're going to go into the factory and actually get flow out and go through how it works and show it all. So maybe we'll get to do that tomorrow. What do you think? If it's a nice day, let's wait for a nice day, right? We'll wait until there's going to be a blue sky and stuff like that.
It's supposed to be coming up later on this week. The beginning of next
Is it?
week. Supposed to get.
But this is rainy
on.
season here, so actually, to get a one blue sky day is going to be amazing.
Blue sky,
Yeah.
smiling at me.
Oh my God! Look at everybody. Stubby holders.
Where are they?
Mark Tanner. Yeah, just skip over all Mark Tanner's ones. Yeah.
Stubby holder.
Okay. Sorbo Cobra 45. Yeah, I think 45 degree ends is a no-brainer. What about the younger dog air? Yep. Dog ears. 18 and 22 brass. Well, we're gonna look, see if we can do carbon fiber, right? Should it be heavy or should it be light? That's another one. What should people clean their shower screens with? I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Frank is here. Frank, we're leaving.
Yeah.
It's over. You've arrived
Frank's
too
here.
late. 9 p.m. EST this is it. Yeah.
And that was it for the day.
Well, the boys are still talking. We could break a record,
We could do.
right?
We could keep talking to them.
So I think if we get over 220 comments or something like that, we'd get a whole new record. How many comments? Then Facebook records that stuff and says, these guys are getting more comments, more interaction, more viewers, right? So they start promoting it to more
Hard
people,
rubber option.
right? This is a meritocracy. Facebook is a meritocracy. We can't pay for you to be here, right? We have to have our shit together.
We could disconnect them if they don't come and see us, though. We might get upset.
Yes, they could. Les Ryan, PM'd you, TJ, talk to you later. Like, watch out for Les. He's also in our team of thinkers. Why do you keep lots of force on the glass? There you go. Carbon fiber channels with steel ends like end defenders. There you go. Nice thinking. Yes, because I wouldn't have thought about that. So the other one is rubber, silicon. Like, why can't we go carbon fiber can flex? Overall balance is much more important in my experience than extreme lightness. Yes, but that's where I thought there's that the plastic ones look nasty and cheap, If they were carbon fiber, they would have the rigidity, they'd have the lightness, right? The strength, yeah, but they'd be expensive to make. You go, okay, that's all right.
You gotta have that.
If that makes the best tool on the market, like we don't have to win every window cleaner. Like Apple's the richest company in the world, and it's got 17% of the phone market. Like, so we don't need everybody to want to reach a squeegee. No, not at all.
They say it's too dear. Go and buy a cheap throwaway one.
That's fine.
And complain every 6 months when you throw it
No,
away.
but it's fine. They won't even complain because that's what they want, or if they like this or that. So that's what we're looking for. And then we're looking for a quick attachment so you can quickly put it on a pole and quickly take it off and turn it into a hand tool. I think that's also clever, rather than just shoving something up its bum, right?
Exactly.
I know you like that, Johnny, but
No, I don't like that idea either.
that's it. All right, so the conversation goes on, and we will just keep talking.
Kite.
Kite. Right. If there's flex, the ends left. Right, but we can design it without flex. You know the principles of ridges, like, as soon as you,
Cameron Moore's just joined. Thank you for your order before.
even with this simple design here, as soon as you add ridges, you increase rigidity. So we can do that in the mold, right? As say we can add ridges to it to increase its rigidity. So we can make it light and we can make it flex, or we can make it light and we can make it not flex.
And Douglas, you just brought up a very valid point. You can't stand the way some Mormon gear can only be used on Mormon gear and not other gear. Now, a lot of other people get peeved off when we say, if you want to buy a constructor brush for your pole, you have to buy a universal adapter. And then when they don't buy the universal adapter, and we've got guys, I've got 2 of them at the moment, that are crying and crying because the constructor brush doesn't come out of the box and fit straight onto their Gardner or their Unger pole. Well, exactly the same as you've just said. Mormon gear only fits Mormon gear. Reach It gear is designed to only fit Reach It gear. That's why you buy a universal adapter to fit it to your other gear.
So the reason they do it is because
Gardner and Unger will adapt their pole automatically so that your pole can fit our brush. But love your thinking. I'm going to give you a call later too, Douglas.
Yeah. The reason why you try and keep it integral is the same reason why there are universal adapters actually across everything. But the reason why people try and keep it is because when you design a product, you design it from the bottom to the top. Like we have Reach It poles, which are designed to pull apart, and they're designed with certain rigidities. Our 25-foot pole is an expensive 25-foot pole. Do you know why? Because you can extend it to 50 feet. So if you go and compare it to another 25-foot pole that can't be extended, then you can buy that for a fraction of the price because they can fill it up with fiberglass. Because it'll never experience any more stress than its fully extended 25-foot weight. So you can mathematically design it. But with Mini, you can actually double its length. So we need to make it so that it's the equivalent of a Pro, but it has the convenience of a Mini. And the same with a Pro. Like somebody goes, you can buy a Zero Pro like fixed length 40-foot pole and it's cheaper. Yeah, it's easy to make a 40-foot pole cheaper than a Reach It Pro. Do you know why? Because you can't extend the thing, and when you want to go to 60 feet, you're going to have to pay for a 60-foot pole. Whereas Reach It Pro is designed to go up to 75 feet. So it has to be made of a higher modulus carbon fiber. It has to be made of more expensive material. Now, having said that, you then want to make sure that the other tools, the tube, like our tube runner fits our tube. And then our end defenders fit our poles, and our clamps fit our sections, and our easy removal brush mounts. Like all of our angle adapters are like this, and they have this male notch there, which is an anti-rotational device, so that you don't get you can put as much rotational force as you want on this, and it will not move in the clamp.
So what adapter rails do you need to fit Mormon gear then?
No, most of the Mormon gear is actually just shove something up at the bum. So just a conical, they're basically called Euro to cone adapter or Euro to conical adapter or something like that.
So would a Rhino tip work?
No, a Rhino, you can adapt to a Mormon with this. We have a thing called a widget, but we've sold out of them. So we're redesigning it now, but this is an Apex or a Rhino tip, and it's a Euro thread, a standard Euro thread. And you can screw a cone on this and then put a Mormon fitting on top. Yeah. Mike Tanner is my hero. He's actually mine too. That dude is a serious mechanic. His sense of humor needs to be Needs beep.
That's probably why Joseph not here today. He ended up drinking.
Yeah.
Every time someone goes beep.
Yeah, and then there's all this opportunities like Jack Sidori is the king of modification, right? So we're going to have a real good. Mormon's a better choir than it is a squeegee manufacturer. But if you understand Mormon's marketplace, Mormon and Unger's major marketplace. Like for example, Unger is an $80 million US company. $80 million. Do you think they're selling to window cleaners? Do you think they even care about professional window cleaners? Except there's a division called professional window cleaning equipment. They are a janitorial company. Stingray was not made for professional window cleaners to use every day. Stingray is made for janitorial to use occasionally, once a month, once every 3 months. That thing breaks with professional use.
People complain about that, right?
Yeah, so it breaks with professional use. IPC Hydro Tube. IPC has professional pure water systems, but the Hydro Tube was designed for janitorial. So there's way more money, and you'll see Reach It also go towards janitorial in some senses, because the market would be 20 to 40 times bigger in janitorial. So every company, in order to grow, has to expand into different markets.
We don't sell a lot into janitorial.
We sell like
Very fair.
zip into janitorial now, but so you understand the focus of the company. Reach It is focused on professionals and not janitorial. Unger is focused on, and Mormon are focused on janitorial, but they cross-pollinate into professional, and it helps them to have a professional range. So that's kind of like the synopsis. Is it time for us to go, Johnny? I think, oh my God, look at all that.
Oh, Joseph's here.
Joseph
Oh,
joined.
you're a bit late.
You are being good, Mark. I know you're being good, man. Yes. Well, I don't know. Yes. Jack seems to break a lot of shit. That's right.
Yes.
He puts it under pressure. He is the tester. All right. I think we should say
Good night from him.
and it's good night from me. This
Was it?
was it.